my 5 sabbaticals. Oh, that's my other thing. I know.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, I think one of the great losses from the academic world is the virtual disappearance of a sabbatical.
Sangeeta is taking one next spring.
I am. I'm about to.
You're coming to the NIH.
Pretty nice. I'll come sleep over.
But I was encouraged, and I literally have had 5 sabbaticals roughly every 7th year with fantastic people. They were all in basic science, what was interesting and exciting at that time. And just being there and in that environment, it profoundly influenced the way in which my colleagues and I went about studying what we were studying. And that's a shame that has really disappeared because the potentials are so great. When you take a bright person who's, let's say, in a biology department, and they happen to go now into whatever, physical chemistry, whatever it happens to be, and you begin to think in the terms of those other people. And that's sad that we struggle with that. I don't think it exists much anymore. I'm glad it does.
So this will be my second sabbatical, but the first one that I took was, we call them stay-baticals when you don't go anywhere. So I took a stay-batical, my kids were little, and I asked David Cohen, who's here, if I could come hang out in Liver Clinic. I don't know if you remember that, David. and just chatted to see what was the state of hepatology since I had been a medical student. And at the time, we got to talking about, are there better ways to probe liver function without a biopsy? And I had these crazy nanomaterials that we were working on. And it actually was really, for me, it was a really profound experience because I saw David counsel a lot of patients who didn't want to have a biopsy, where the conversation was, this was pre-HCV being cured, come back in a year and we'll see how you're doing, right, at the time. And for me, that really, I took that back to lab and that, turned into something that we hope will eventually solve that problem.
Can you tell us where you took risks and where, in your career and how that paid off?
Well, the basic, well, first of all, I have to tell you that my professor and friend and colleague, Irving London, is sitting in the second row here. And so Irving was chairman of the Department of Medicine at Albert Einstein. At the time, I think I thought I wanted to go into practice. I really didn't have a clue, but I was always interested in science. But the biggest risk I took was going into Irving's laboratory at a stage in my life where if somebody said, make a solution, I said, solution, what's the problem? I was really, I felt that was the riskiest period of my life because I didn't want to disappoint, and at the same time I was very excited, and it was serendipity. Things just happened, and that it wasn't by design. Now, risk otherwise, I don't know. I suppose going from Einstein, where I was very happy and we were doing great, the liver center was thriving. Going from there to Tufts to be the chairman of a basic science department, which only had 2 or 3 people in it, that was a bit of a risk. But that was something that any one of you would jump at because the opportunity was fantastic. I mean, the funding that was going to be made available, and it was at a free hand, and this was Boston. And within a short period of time, we had recruited a faculty of about 15 people, including folks like Lou Canley and Helen Pinnacle-Worms and Paula Dice, and man, that was awesome. But the initial thing, that was a bit risky. People thought I was a bit crazy. But it was exciting. I think what the risk that young people take today is far more formidable than what I'm talking about, because there the risk is what you mentioned, this obsession. It's a real reality of publishing a paper in a prime journal and all the competitiveness, and there's a good job, and there are God knows how many hundred good people who apply for it. It's a frightening scene. You have to have a lot of determination and creativity, and we're living in a turmoil. The science is incredible. Every day you read something that is just, who would have dreamed of genetic engineering and the whole world of CRISPR and other such things? And more of that is going to happen, not tomorrow, next week. So how do we accommodate all of that? That's the opportunity. And if young people don't come out being clones of their mentors in a scientific sense, I think their opportunities are much greater, far greater, and the excitement is far greater to do something that's different. Take what you've learned and think of a big problem. And hopefully it's a problem that has biologic significance, not just restricted to an individual.
One thing that you've done at the NIH, which might be nice for the group to hear about, is try to force the interaction of scientists and physicians and patients. Do you want to talk a little bit about how we can manufacture serendipity a little bit?
Actually, it started when I was at Tufts. One of the virtues of having been in a medicine department for almost 30 years, and then suddenly being a chairperson of a basic science department, I was impressed by the fact that we were getting good applications for a graduate program. And when I talked to them, I discovered everybody wanted to do something that influenced human health. But the bottom line is they didn't know much about human health. They certainly didn't know much about disease, even in the clinical sense of it. So we started this thing at Tufts of pathobiology. I won't go into the details of it. There was a comparable program that was prompted here at MIT. We later compared outcomes. They were very similar. And then various foundations supported it. The last was Howard Hughes, put in around $25 million a year to support programs like that, training, exposing PhD students and postdocs to human disease at a clinical level as well as mechanistic. So then going to NIH, where there were 5,000 postdocs, it was impossible. You couldn't do what we were doing at Tufts, actually going to patients' bedsides. So we reinvented the wheel, which was old-fashioned grand medical rounds. This program now called Demystifying Medicine, which you can, if you Google Demystifying Medicine, you'll see the program for the entire 14 years it's been running, starts up again in January. Replicated in 18 different countries and over 24 major North American institutions. And over 900 people at NIH alone register for this thing. About 110, they fill the auditoriums, many hundred watch it online. And you can go to the NIH Video Archive and see the whole business for the past 14 years, download all the PowerPoints and everything. So what is it? It's reinventing the wheel. A live patient tells a group what HIV is like, what they've experienced, what it's 10 minutes worth, puts a human face on the disease. Then, for about 40 minutes, a translational physician-scientist type discusses things that any intelligent person can understand, changing epidemiology, something of importance in the global sense, and why that individual is at the NIH, whatever they're doing. And then 45 minutes of an outstanding basic scientist who puts it on the line of what we know, what we don't know, and what you can help us. These are the problems. And it's very exciting. And one thing we've learned is when we surveyed the audience, almost all of whom were PhD students, mainly postdocs, the thing that's close to the top of the list is the live patient. And this phrase, put a human face on the disease, is more than a slogan, it's a reality. Now that's what is going on in other countries and in other institutions, using the material that we've generated and then modifying it according to their own things. And it's turned out to be very successful. This is the 15th year coming up for it. And it's one of the rare opportunities for basic scientists. You don't have to, I mean, there are people who are in public health, all sorts of ranges come to this thing, because it's like a Scientific American performance, if you will, including the live patient and in plain English describing what's going on with the disease. It's led to many collaborations. And the NIH is a fantastic faculty to choose from. And now everybody wants to take part in it because it has been very successful. So I would urge you, if you have a moment, just Google demystifying medicine, and you'll see what's coming up beginning in January. As I said, you can actually watch it, or you can download it. Anyway, that's
the core. Yeah, and it's not unlike what you're doing in your new job, Wolfram.
What are you doing?
Well, as you mentioned, Dr. London, right? Your former boss founded the Health Sciences and Technology program here, which brings scientists to the bedside. In fact, our students who are PhD students here at MIT spend 12 weeks at the bedside with physicians and medical students, and we don't perform like we don't stage these performances. We let it happen. But I can attest that is a great motivator and a great inspiration for many of our students.
Yeah, I wish I had shared the program with me, and I wish that I would love to be a student in that program. I mean, it's really incredible.